On the wedding night, the queen found that the man in front of her was not the emperor, but a substitute. At that moment, the real emperor was having a secret meeting with the scheming woman, plotting to use this marriage to get rid of the family power behind the queen. The emperor was sure that the queen, who had always been infatuated with his appearance, would never notice anything unusual. But he was wrong. The so-called infatuation was just the queen's disguise. She had already seen through the truth, but she did not make it public. Instead, she put forward a shocking proposal to the substitute. This substitute was the emperor's own younger brother. Since the younger brother was regarded as an omen of misfortune from the day he was born, he should have been put to death. It was their mother who risked her life to save him, but this also made him imprisoned in the deep palace from then on, becoming a shadow of his elder brother. The emperor attributed all his misfortunes to his younger brother and tortured him in every possible way. Faced with the queen's invitation to kill the emperor, the man drew his sword to confront her. However, the queen accurately seized his weakness, the old nanny who had taken care of him since he was a child. The emperor had firmly controlled the man by using the nanny's life. The queen saw through this and turned the situation to her advantage. She pretended to send people to assassinate the nanny, but in fact, she secretly sent the nanny out of the palace. Later, she took the nanny's keepsake to have a showdown with the man, and even used her own blood to cure the strange poison on the man. In this way, she completely won over this key pawn. The first step of the plan was to drive a wedge between the emperor and the scheming woman. The queen asked the man to pretend to be the emperor and act out an intimate scene in the imperial garden, deliberately letting the scheming woman see it. At the banquet, the scheming woman spoke disrespectfully to the queen. The queen then took the opportunity to propose arranging a marriage for her, forcing the scheming woman to almost reveal her secret affair with the emperor in public. If the emperor had not arrived in time, she would have become a laughingstock in the whole capital. Soon after, the queen also set a trap to let everyone catch the emperor and the scheming woman in their secret affair. She then played the role of a virtuous queen heartbroken for love, winning the sympathy of all the officials. The emperor, who had lost the support of the people, could only leave angrily with a wave of his sleeve. The man saw through the queen's act, but he couldn't help feeling jealous. The queen smiled and explained that all this was to pave the way for him to take power in the future. Later, the queen generously asked the emperor to take the scheming woman as a concubine. But when the scheming woman entered the palace to pay her respects, the queen suddenly changed her attitude and slapped the scheming woman hard in public, directly saying that her previous virtuous and gentle image was all an act. When the scheming woman cried and complained to the emperor, what the emperor saw was still the gentle and virtuous queen. He only thought that the scheming woman was being arrogant because of his favor, and completely abandoned her.